Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the market altogether. We do see obviously a massive decrease in the last 24 hours. We see it about 12.73% decrease throughout the entire market, which is obviously not good for any holders. However, we do see some recovery already taking place with things like Bitcoin and Ethereum really not moving to a substantial amount. We see kind of increases across the board on a few different things. Obviously, Dogecoin is doing well again. But if we take a look at some of the gainers, we do have Solana joining Dogecoin, and obviously DAI, a stable coin, is also on the gainer list. But things like Solana is slowly increasing actually, which is very, very good. We're starting to see already a recovery. So I want to talk about today what we can get at a discounted rate at these times and what coins are the best coins to get at these discounted rates. So obviously I'm going to talk about the ones with real world use, insane massive potential in the future. You got to really pay attention to what's coming for these coins, not what's here, what's coming, because right now if it's already here and these coins are at the prices they're at, they're probably not going to move too much more. Even with projects and updates coming, you have to realize that the biggest thing is with these coins that have a lot of work and projects coming to that coin, and the utility behind the coin is obviously going to be a big factor as well as the team itself. So if you guys are always looking into what the coin does, that's great. If the coin is going to do X, Y, and Z, and these X, Y, and Z are so important to so many different solutions out there, well, that's awesome. But is the team capable of doing that? So that's another thing to look into when investing in a coin. So we're going to give you guys my top 5 picks for discounted prices during this insane crash. So we're looking at very good price points on a lot of good coins. And so we'll start off with our first one. This is probably a more obvious one for a lot of people. It's going to be Cardano. Cardano's at $1.22. We've seen an insane crash here, and we saw it go down to $1.18, and even over here $1.13, which is a great price. If we take a look at the last month, you can see that $1.13 was something we saw back in like March 24th. Cardano's going to fly back up. If you can get this back at this, $1.22 even right now, you're looking at a very good price point. If you could actually have snagged it at that $1.14, $1.13, well, you're going to be very happy with your results in snagging a bag at such a low cost. We do see the market cap at $38.8 billion, the volume in the last 24 hours being that $6.7 billion, and the circulating supply being $31.9 billion IOTA. So when do I think these prices are all going to go back up? Well, they're all going to go back up kind of individually. However, some will go back up much faster than others, and some have taken less of a hit than others. Cardano specifically, I do think by the end of Monday and Tuesday, we'll see it back into the $1.30s and then $1.40s by about Wednesday. Thursday, we see it even maybe make its all-time high Thursday or Friday. We'll continue to watch this one. Cardano is obviously one we talk a lot about on the channel, so if you guys are interested in Cardano, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. As we jump ahead to our next coin, it's going to be Chainlink. Chainlink's one I talk about a lot on this channel. 15.71% decrease in the last 24 hours alone. The market cap at $14.6 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours being $3.6 billion, and the circulating supply being 419 million link. If we take a look at the last week's span, we do see obviously still an increase, which tells you that this price is still an insane price to grab it, because we have an increase even after a massive correction. So we see it, let's, take a look at the very bottom. 32.27, April 11th, 10 a.m. Now we're seeing a 34.98 right around this, obviously April 18th, about 9 a.m. So we're seeing a massive, increase still, even after this insane hype we had in the middle, that we had prices all the way up to about $45. So we're going to see a $10 jump here in the next couple weeks. Chainlink will make its way back to $43, $44, and easily a new all-time high by the end of April, in my opinion. So we'll continue to watch Chainlink. I think this is another great buy at a discounted price. And because of that, it's going to be definitely in my top 5 for discounted prices and coins you want to jump into. Do remember, guys, these are at no real order. I think all 5 of these coins that I'm going to be talking about are insane, insane prices right now, and very, very good long-term futures and potential behind them. So every single coin I talk about is probably a coin that I will invest in, or if I haven't already invested in. I think I've invested in 4 to 5 of these, but we will be investing in the 5th one here in just a second. So we jump into VeChain next. Obviously, a lot of you guys owning VeChain. So this one didn't go on an insane discount, which shows how strong VeChain really is. I think we're going to see a massive increase when the markets start getting flooded with all this money again. Obviously, a lot of people kind of jumped out of the market right now. They're kind of worried. They're not investing, which is, crazy. When you see this kind of a discount, the first thing I'm thinking as an investor is take my money. I mean, I'm throwing my money in there because these are great prices. You don't see these prices very often. So a lot of people are very excited about these price points. Obviously, a lot of people that are holding are a little bit more on the sad side. Obviously, I'm holding a lot of money in the crypto, but if you hold it long enough, these down streaks are not anything to you because look, April 16th, it was at 17.48. Here we're seeing a 19.37 as our lowest point, April 18th at 8 a.m. So really, if I would have just held for, 3 days, 4 days, I'm already making money still, even with this massive market crash. VeChain was one of those that held on a little bit better than some other coins. However, there are a lot of coins that really did struggle. VeChain showing its strength here with this discounted price still being capable and available to you guys. Obviously only a 5.51% decrease, I guess, going into a discount. But we do see, April 17th, 11:35 a.m., it went all the way down to about 17.66 cents. So you're still getting a good discount. If you're able to snag a bag, like I said, at that very, very low point, you're going to be very happy with yourself at this time. Jumping into our next one, this is probably the craziest price yet, in my opinion. $10.80 for THETA. I had a lot of people telling me, THETA's not going to go back to $12. Well, I told them, $12 is coming. THETA's still 2 months away for the mainnet 3.0 release. It always dies down a little bit before it dies or, jumps right back up. I told a lot of people this. I got downvoted on that one. We'll see what happens when, they realize it went all the way down to $10.80. This is a massive coin. I love THETA. I think it's going to be huge. I think it'll be, $80, $85, $90 by the end of the year alone. So jumping in at a $10.80 price point, you're seeing a 9 to 10x potentially with THETA. I would say about 8 to 9x more likely, but 8 to 9x with THETA is definitely a possibility. We're seeing it at that 1080, about an 18% decrease in the last 24 hours. So you are getting a great discount. You see the market cap right now only at $10.8 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours being 979.5 million, and the circulating supply being 1 billion THETA. If you can grab THETA even under $12, I would say this is a great discount, a great deal, and you're going to see THETA jump to about $14, $15 at the very least in the next month or two. So let's jump into a kind of one that ties together with THETA. This will still be coin number 4 really is TFuel. Obviously, TFuel is going to take a dip as well with every other coin, and obviously its partner THETA. TFuel is a great one to jump into as well. If I haven't told you guys before, TFuel will continue to have uses through the future just with THETA as well. These have real world uses, obviously utility tokens that will be continued to be used, obviously, as THETA gets more and more known, as well as it kind of has more updates and projects that THETA is jumping into, as well as it's jumped into NFTs. It's jumped in, obviously, that video delivery network itself is probably the biggest thing coming to really the cryptoverse in 2021, hopefully, with how big and massive the release will be for mainnet 3.0 and staking, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch where these coins go. But every single coin I've mentioned so far, I think, is at a massive discount. And because of that, you're going to see major increases in the next 2 months alone. Do remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. As we jump into our final coin, this one may be a little bit of a surprise to you guys. It's going to be IOTA. IOTA's at $1.95 right now. We saw it all the way down to $1.69. If you're able to snag at $1.69 IOTA, you are seeing a massive, massive discount yet again. You've got in at a very good time because we have a market cap at $5.5 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours only being 467.7 million. The circulating supply being 2.8 billion IOTA. If you take a look at the last month, we went all the way up to about $2.68. If you were to buy at $1.69, you could see a full dollar increase in just the next week alone. So we'll continue to watch IOTA. Obviously, it's still up 43.18% in the last month alone. So it's got massive increases. This is just one thing I want you guys to note before we call it for the day. Obviously, that was the 5 tokens that I suggest buying in the discounted prices. by the way, when I say suggest, I don't suggest buying anything because I am not a financial advisor. I'm suggesting it personally to myself. But what I'm going to say, guys, is if you've been holding for a while, if you're good at actually holding your coins without moving around so much, you've made money even through this dip. So we saw, like things like IOTA, we saw at $1.64, let's just say, this is a random price that seems like it's a reasonable price, $1.64 April 2nd, right? Well, now you're seeing, even on our biggest dips, we saw like $1.85, $1.69. So you're still seeing increases even with the biggest market crash in quite some time. So like I said, guys, hold on to your coins. If you need financial advice, go somewhere else. I'm not going to be a financial advisor. You always do your own research. But like I said, hold on to your coins. Be smart with them. Don't panic sell. Don't panic buy. Make sure you're doing the right things. Research before investing. There's just so much I want to say because this is a great time for a lot of people, not a lot of new people to invest. Hopefully, you didn't invest at the all-time high. And I know how it can feel if you did invest at the all-time high. Just remember that there is good times coming. You are going to have increases in the future. Crypto is not done growing. We've seen growing trends every single day. We have crypto news on this segment every single day as well. So, there's big news that comes every single day with crypto showing that it's continuing to grow and, really get adopted by so many different companies and industries. So we'll continue to really follow up on that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today for this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to comment as well and let me know which of the 5 you are planning on investing in or you hold the most in your bags. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys all in the next one.